So I just sat down and watched a video from a YouTuber called Charlie Intel PA. I'm assuming he's one of the people that work for Charlie Intel or keep the page updated. And I'm going to leave his commentary in the description. He made a video on it that I'm talking about. I will leave that in the description if you want to go and check it out. But in basic summary, what he's talking about in his video is how he thinks it's 2017 is going to be a big year for Call of Duty, with COD going back to boots on the ground. Now that's been a popular topic of discussion. I know that I discussed it a couple of videos ago on this channel, but I was just more talking about why I was generally excited for it. And honestly, I'd be excited for it if it was a boots on the ground game or a normal Call of Duty, you know, like jetpacks and shit. I'd be excited for it either way because I quite like Sledgehammer Games as a studio. I know what they're capable of, and I enjoyed Advanced Warfare, so naturally I'm hyped for their next game. But see, the thing is with this guy's video that I just watched, he's sitting there talking about why he thinks that going back to boots on the ground is going to save Call of Duty, and this seems to be one of the most popular attitudes I see among people on social media nowadays, saying, oh, Call of Duty needs to go back to boots on the ground, that's what's going to save this franchise. And I'm sorry guys, but it's not. It really is not going to even help Call of Duty at this point. Say for example, if they drop another Call of Duty game which goes back to boots on the ground and it's classic, it's exactly the same formula as like MW2, it's not going to do well. You want to know why? Because people are sick of Call of Duty at this point. Here's an example of why boots on the ground next year will fail. Alright, so this year, Black Ops 1 became backwards compatible. And at the current moment, there's around 15,000 or so players. It kind of fluctuates, it depends on what time of day you're playing at. But I'd say that 20 to 25,000 is the most amount of players you will ever have on that game at one time. And you see, if Black Ops 1 is doing that poorly, because that technically is poorly for Call of Duty standards anyway, because Call of Duty usually has hundreds of thousands of players on at any given time. Black Ops 3 certainly did when it came out at this point. And see, the thing is, when Black Ops 1 was backwards compatible, sure, the first day it was backwards compatible, it had around 100,000 people playing the game. But here's the thing. If Black Ops 1's been sitting at such a low player count since it became backwards compatible, then that really says that people couldn't give a fuck less about boots on the ground. Now I don't care if you want to say, oh well, it really is going to help the game because it makes the game so much better. I do agree with you in some respects. Boots on the ground is a lot more fun than jetpacks at times. Now I'm not saying that I would always rather have a boots on the ground game, but if I had to choose, I'd have Sledgehammer make a futuristic game and I'd have both other studios work on boots on the ground games. That's, you know, kind of how I prefer it. You know, like a more futuristic game from Sledgehammer, because they're pretty damn good with that setting. Treyarch do like a World War II shooter, and maybe fucking Infinity Ward do modern or something, but at this point I really have no fucking faith in Infinity Ward, so you know, I really doubt what they're capable of actually doing, given the fact that they may do a Modern Warfare game next. Not a Modern Warfare game, but Modern Warfare era. It's still going to be garbage. And here's the thing, right? I think just people are running out of interest in the Call of Duty franchise. I mean, let's look at the last couple of games from Call of Duty Ghosts onwards, because that's really when the downward spiral of Call of Duty has begun. It kind of started around Black Ops 2. Now I'm going to say that Black Ops 2 was probably one of the most popular Call of Duty games that ever came out. It still has tens of thousands of people playing it whenever you sign on, and that's on Xbox 360, so I don't know what the PS3 player count is like. But I'm telling you, Black Ops 2 is still fucking heavily populated, man. And see, the thing is, right, if any of these games, like these games are still there, and people don't go back and play them, that obviously shows that people aren't interested in playing boots in the ground. If people really hated Black Ops 3 so much, because I heard a lot of people complaining about this, why weren't you going back and playing the older Call of Duty games? That's what I do. If I don't like a Call of Duty game, I'll probably not play it. You see, when it came to Black Ops 3, I kind of held out hope for that game because I somehow had this dumb faith in Treyarch that maybe they'd make the game good with the next patch. Maybe the next patch would fix things. I always kind of had that mentality in Black Ops 3, and towards the end of it I realised there is no real saving this game because it went to dog shit at the end. But, you know, the thing is, people are just not interested in Call of Duty at this point. Call of Duty's gotten so stale. You want to know why? Because Call of Duty never changed for the longest time. And then it did change, and guess what? People didn't like it. But it's not the fact that the game's got jetpacks. That's not what people don't like. People try and blame it on the jetpacks, but it really is just the core gameplay of Call of Duty itself. The melty TTKs, the fact that the game literally takes no skill to master, And just generally that kind of nonsense is what gets people frustrated with the game. You know, you walk around the corner, you get shot in the face instantly when you shoot somebody first, and you die even though you shot them first. Shit like that. You know, people are sick of that kind of gameplay, and it's becoming more and more apparent. You know, you've got games like Overwatch which are doing so fucking well this year. Like, Overwatch is probably easily more popular than Black Ops 3 ever was. I will guarantee you that right now. And you want to know why? It's because people would rather play a game like Overwatch than a game like Black Ops 3. Or more just a game like Call of Duty in general, because Call of Duty never changes. It's the same gameplay experience every single year, just repackaged in a slightly different looking formula. Yes, Infinite, I fucking hate the name, like, Infinite Warfare. Come on, really fucking original name there. Yeah, fucking bravo for the effort, Infinity Ward, you fucking cucks. But, Infinite Warfare, it's just the same as Black Ops 3, it's just in space, that's it. Basically the exact same fucking game. Now see, the thing is, if people genuinely wanted boots in the ground, they would have bought Infinite Warfare this year. You want to know why? Because Modern Warfare Remastered came this year, and if people aren't playing that game, then that means that people aren't interested in boots on the ground. I'm telling you right now, yes, there's a lot of people out there, myself included, that weren't going to buy Infinite Warfare because they didn't like it. I'm not going to buy a game that I don't fucking like, I'm telling you that right now. I'd rather go and play a game that I do enjoy, or buy a game that I know I'm going to enjoy more than Infinite Warfare. So, there is a lot of people that weren't going to buy the game just because they weren't going to sell Modern Warfare Remastered separately. But honestly, if people were really that excited, and, you know, if people were really that desperate for a boots on the ground game, they would have bought it anyway. And that's kind of what Activision were counting on this year. Activision were counting on us being sick, or just because of the, I can guarantee you this right now, this is what they did. Because of the amount of backlash they were getting on social media over remove exos and shit, they thought, right, we'll give them a game that's got boots in the ground, but we'll package it with the game that does have exo thrusters. Because that means if they want the boots in the ground experience, they have to fork out more money. That's basically what Activision did this year, and they sat there fucking rubbing their belly thinking, oh boy, we're gonna get so much fucking money tonight. And basically, yeah, that's what happened. Honestly though, if people were really that desperate for boots on the ground, Modern Warfare Remastered would be doing a whole lot fucking better. And I'm telling you that right now, it's really not. Modern Warfare Remastered is doing really fucking badly actually. You know when Call of Duty's got less players than Farming Simulator 2017 on launch day of the new Call of Duty? You know that's fucked up. You know they're fucked up somewhere. I'm just kidding about that. That was actually an inaccurate chart, by the way. If anybody believes that shit, it's not fake. It is real. It's just the way they did it with PC this year. Activision really fucked over the PC community. Basically, if you buy the game on the Windows Store, you can only play it with people who bought it on the Windows Store. If you buy it off of Steam, you can only play it with people who bought it off of Steam. If you buy the physical copy of the game for PC, you can only play with people that bought the physical copy of the game on PC. You know what I'm saying here? They really did fuck over the PC community. That's why the player count was super low on PC. But the thing is, right, that is kind of an accurate description, to be honest. I mean, yeah, people pretty much just play PC games on Steam. I know there's probably about 5 or 10,000 that buy physical copies of the game, but to be honest, if you're a PC gamer, you probably buy your games off of Steam anyway. So when you see that the player count is that low for Infinite Warfare, you know it's even lower for Modern Warfare Remastered, because naturally people buy the less expensive game. And obviously not that many people are gonna buy the more expensive version of the game. Take it like this way, the casual gamers are more likely to buy the cheap Infinite Warfare standalone version, whereas the serious gamers like us are the ones that are more likely to actually buy, you know, the bundle that comes with Modern Warfare Remastered. And honestly, it's just a case of that. You know, it's just the game's doing fucking poorly, and people really don't want boots in the ground. People are really just sick and tired of Call of Duty itself at this point, as B-Dobbins for the Win pointed out in one of his recent videos. And honestly, if they do go back to boots in the ground next year, I really don't see them doing any much better than what they did this year. Call of Duty's in a hole right now, and going back to boots in the ground really isn't going to save it. It will not. You'll think it will, but it's just going to be a placebo effect. It doesn't. And another thing as well is when people say, oh, but boots in the ground is so much better. It is to a certain degree, but that's also a placebo effect, because when you've got boots on the ground, you've got a lot more campers, you've got a lot more head glitches, you've got a lot more people that prefer to stay stationary in one location, whereas if you've got a game that's got a fast-paced movement system like Advanced Warfare or Black Ops 3, people are more incentivized to roam around the map, which means pretty much there's no room to camp, and nobody would camp anyway. But obviously, when you've got boots on the ground, people love to hide in corners with their fucking M16s. But yeah, I hope you guys have enjoyed the video, and I hope you guys can grasp the nature that I'm trying to, or just grasp the message that I'm trying to put across with this commentary. Basically, boots on the ground or jetpacks, whatever it is this year, COD's still gonna be fucked. It's still gonna be. I'm just saying that right now because I can tell there's going to be a lot of people in the next few months that are going to be hyping the shit out of the game, going, oh my god, boots on the ground is going to save Call of Duty. Well, it's not, because Black Ops 1's done poorly, and if people were that desperate, they would have played Black Ops 1. If people were that desperate, they would have played and bought Infinite Warfare Legacy Edition so they could get Modern Warfare Remastered. If people were really that desperate, they probably would have played World at War on Xbox One backwards compatibility. You see what I'm saying here? If people were really that desperate, they've had fuck knows how many opportunities this year to get their fix. They've had so many games that have been backwards compatible this year that they could be playing instead of Infinite Warfare, but no, like for no exos, you know, that kind of fucking bullshit. But yeah, I hope you guys have enjoyed the video. It's been a lone Courier. I kind of felt like putting this video out. I know it's a bit more of a ranty video, and I know some of you don't like rant videos on CCR, but I kind of felt like putting this out there because it's something that I really felt needed to be said. So yeah, I hope you guys have enjoyed the video. Feel free to leave a like and subscribe for more classic commentaries, especially from the other guys here. I've got a lot more guys that joined up recently, like Jerry and FPS Boff. So yeah, hope you guys have enjoyed the video. I'll see you guys later. Peace.
This is a Chucky Beat production.